Well, good morning, everyone. It's time to go through our book here. Let's see. I want section 3. And we're special inspections 1F9. Right there. So we want to look at you can see this. There's a special inspection on that wheel. We'll be doing that today. But I think we'll start back here on the tail of the airplane. And we're going to pull that plastic panel off and check the trim unit for the horizontal stabilizer. And I thought today that I had a camera holder that would go around my chest, and as it turns out I must have taken it in the house and have it somewhere else. So we're going to use the one I have on my head right now, and so wherever my head points is what you're going to see. So hopefully that's not going to make you seasick. So all right, let's get started. We will leave that one. I don't know what you all are seeing. Well, I can't see it on, but I think it's on. So, got one more screw to get out here. See, that's kind of tight there, just barely. I got to use my bifocals here. I don't have a bifocal for the camera, so. Oh, I hate it when I drop the screw. It gets stuck between the, oh, there we go. We got it out. Got it. Okay. What do you know? All right, we'll set this screw over here. Set the screwdriver down. Set the screw over here. And we're going to take this off, and then I'll take the camera. All right, where's the flashlight? Okay, so this threaded thing here, and then you can see these cables. That's what adjusts the trim on the tail, which we call it a horizontal stabilizer. And there's a cable down there, and that cable tells the indicator where the tail is at. And then you can see you've got you got screws down here that need to be lubed. Hinge right there for the whole tail. All right, you got to look in the tail here and make sure no birds have built any nest in there. And this all will have to be lubed. I don't know how these pictures are coming out. I'm sorry. There's another hinge point up here, which you can probably see better than me. All right. So I get a new sticker here from Michigan every year, but I just don't put it on. It just, I guess I should, but I carry it in the airplane. There's some stuff down there, needs to be lubed. So I'm gonna set you down for a minute. I'm gonna go ahead to lubing here. So yesterday we watched the jet take off. So Cessna out there doing a run up right now. And here's my scanner. Let's see if we hear him.
Tower, November 79317, ready to go at 23. 317, will you be going north and south? Sir? 79317, runway 23, departure to the north with a right turn out is approved. Report exiting to the north. Wind 210 at 12, gust 17, clear for takeoff. We'll turn to the north. 317.
All right, let's get out and see if we can get a little bit. We'll see the difference between him and that jet that took off yesterday, maybe. Trying to block the microphone here from the wind. It always seems to be windy here. He's in the same runway as the jet was. He did his run up, talked to the tower. There he goes. He should be picking it up any second now. Yep. That Cessna flies a lot like my Cherokee does. Okay, let's get back to work. All right, so we're gonna get into the baggage compartment now. As soon as I find the right key. I think it's the other way. There we go. So here's the other end of what we were looking at a minute ago. So I need to, well, nice thing there's no bird's nest in here. That's a good thing. And I need to lube this stuff up. And I'm gonna have to sit you guys down so I can do that. All right, so I'll be back with you in a minute. Okay, here's the difficult part of this job. Is putting this together without damaging anything and without knocking my camera off the stabilizer. Come on, Gary, you can do it. Well, So far, so good. Go get another awl. Very carefully. Got it. Oh, I don't know how that came out. I don't know. May not come out at all. This is all very carefully done by hand. There's a little clip on there that's clip nut. We call them J nuts in GM. But at any rate, they clip on the edge of that plastic, and the screw goes onto them. And if you push it very hard, you push the plastic away, you may break it. You may break the plastic. Could drop the screw, get it stuck. And since I took the air compressor home, that could be a problem. Because normally, with an air compressor, I can blow that back out. So, how you guys doing? You doing all right? Yeah, I see you're still blinking. Probably can't see what's going on here, can you? I just don't want to drop you guys. It would ruin my day. It's bad enough that my hyperlapse quit working. I don't want to totally lose the camera. I've got to be really careful about moving this elevator slash stabilizer. Okay. Boy, these awls are handy. Couldn't line these screws up without. Would be impossible. And those last two screws that I took out with a really long screwdriver will be the last two to go back in. And if something happens there, then all these other screws will have to come back out again. Yeah. These are the kind of things that often happen. Then we say, how come it costs so much to get my annual done? Well, there's a lot of work here. It's important work. Some things, if done wrong, can cause you a great deal of misery. Like if you get your elevator stuck while you're flying, that'd really be miserable. Okay, we're going to have to move this camera. Let's see. What can we do? Shut you down for a minute. So we'll see if I got this shot set up right. Let's do it like this. Yeah, she's hitting some of those other screws that aren't in real tight. Yeah. Ooh. All right. I don't want these tight, but I don't want them hanging this up either. Now, can we get you? I gotta be careful here, I don't push too hard, break some plastic or something. Okay, that's good. I'm telling you, a long screwdriver like this can really come in handy at home too. You ask me how I know. I got one that I bought at someplace like Harbor Freight that's about 3/4 this length that I use all the time. Very handy. Okay, that side's good. I'll get the other side by myself. I'll just show you the finished product. Okay, so let's check something here. I'm wiggling the horizontal stabilizer, or as Piper would like you to call it, stabulator. That's elevator and stabilizer mixed together. This is the trim tab, by the way. This is what you're adjusting when you adjust a trim. It causes the stabulator to fly in a certain way, which provides down pressure, or the opposite on the tail, which sets the angle of attack of the wings, which causes you to go up or down. All right, let's see. I did tighten that twice, yeah. All right, so miss is as good as a mile. Everything's tight. Yep. By the way, this screw here went in real easy compared to that other one. I think I picked the wrong screw or something, and it must have had a little something going on with it. What are these little black things? I don't know. Okay, folks. We'll go on to the next project. Well, we'll be going inside next, but I think I should finish my check sheet here. Okay. Here we have to do the operational inspection. That will be after we've done everything inside the cabin. Propeller group's all done. Engine group all done. There's one here I didn't do. Remove inspection plates and fairings. Why didn't I check that one? And there's another one that says install inspection plates and fairings. There we go. I knew there was something I missed there. So, float group. Inspect float attached fittings. Inspect float for damage. Inspect pulleys and cables. But we don't have any floats, so we won't do that. Alright. I ought to put that black whiskey. And the year at least. So later down the road when I'm looking through these papers, I know which one this is. Okay, what did I miss here? Check torque and reef safety, broken propeller. Oh yeah, we did that. I didn't come back to it. Okay. Propeller, engine. Alright, we're good there. Oops, more engine. Okay, that's done. Now, cabin and cockpit. Alright, so I'll take a second and read this while you guys rest your weary eyes. I'm telling you, there's a lot of stuff to check in here. There's cables and there's wires. Here's the flap handle. The control yokes. You gotta check and see if these are cracked. I got a whole list out there. You gotta check that the fuel valve works okay. Check your windows and your radios. And I gotta get back underneath this back seat here and do a bunch of lubing back there and checking all those cables. So, really kind of tough to shoot this. So I am going to leave you guys outside for a while I take care of a bunch of this stuff. All right, be with you in a bit. Well, the 100-hour inspection is complete, with the exception of all the operational stuff has to be done. Have to take the airplane out and run it and check some of those things, but most of it's already been checked. I want to wash the airplane, and I've got to get a kit for the compass because it was leaking when I was flying it last fall, and AD 2020-24-05, which is the AD that adds an inspection plate under each wing in order to check the condition of the main spar. That is yet to be completed, and so I have an AMPIA that's going to do the annual inspection, and he may find some other things, you never know, but so far I think everything's good, and he will help me do that AD, and then also he's going to do my BFR. I expected to have that done the first of the month, but it didn't work out, so to do my biannual flight review. I think they call it something else now, but it's still, to me, a biannual flight review. Need to tighten this up. That keeps my sills tight, otherwise it gets so you can hardly close the door. So you want to keep them tight. So everything's looking pretty good. No major squawks. She's an old antique airplane, 1964 Piper Cherokee, 150 horsepower, Lycomings. I think it's an E2A or EA2 or something like that designation. Yeah, she's a pretty nice looking airplane. I bought her, she'd been crashed in Pennsylvania, and the front landing gear had been folded up, and so I bought it. My wife and I bought it together. She used part of her inheritance, she tells me now. But at any rate, we bought it from an aircraft salvage company, hired an A&P there on the field to change the engine mount, and then I rebuilt the mags, got her running good, and flew her home. Halfway home, well, not even halfway home, from Pennsylvania, somewhere in Ohio, I had to stop because it was fouling, it was missing. So I landed and immediately cleaned the spark plugs and was able then to make it the rest of the way home. And then after that time, a year or two later, I overhauled the engine and now the engine just runs fantastic. So she's still an old airplane though, and she's got her little dings and dents and so on. She could use new glass and definitely use a new interior. She doesn't have any fancy instruments, so she could use fancy instruments. But she's okay. We're just going around, flying around the patch and enjoying myself. Hopefully we'll be able to take her up to the Mackinac Bridge pretty soon and get some pictures of the Mackinac Bridge for you. So we're done for now. So I hope you enjoyed my videos and got an idea, though I didn't show you everything, but I left a lot of stuff out. But some things are just kind of hard to do, to film. But anyway, hope you got an idea what you'd do for an annual, because a 100-hour and an annual are exactly the same inspection, only done by different people. So, in this case, different people. Bill and I could certainly do a 100-hour inspection. If you got an airplane that flies a lot of hours in a year, every 100 hours, if it's the airplane's for hire, you need to do an inspection on it. And so that is what the 100-hour inspection was about. I only fly less than 10 hours a year generally, which is really sad considering all the money that I've got wrapped up in it. But that's just the way it works out. So I do a 100-hour after just a few hours. So anyway, thanks. Hope you enjoyed all this and have a great day. God bless.